Hey guys, so uh, kind of some bad news actually. I've come to talk to you today about this, and I've just started getting back into uploading, and of course, something stupid like this happens. And this injury here is entirely my fault. So, obviously, I'm here to talk about this. It's just these three fingers here that have been hurt. So, I'm just going to start from the beginning. So I have a dog pen in my backyard for my dog, and he uses it to do his business. Now the gate opening for that dog pen is not big enough for me to get my John Deere garden tractor in to mow it, and of course the grass gets very long out there, so I use a little Husky push mower, and it's great. But it ejects the mulch out the side instead of out the back, and sometimes what happens is that the mulch gets stuck. And of course I wear gloves when I mow the lawn, especially since I have to pull the mulch out on occasion. So obviously I let go of the handle and that turns the engine off. I pull the mulch out after I heard it throttled down and the blade is stopped, and then I start it up again. But this time I was wearing hearing protection, the full-on earmuffs, and I let go. I didn't hear the engine throttling down, and I reached in to take the mulch out and whack. And I was like, damn, that really hurt. I hope I'm not bleeding. Oh, crap. So I look down at my hand, and my glove is cut open across this way. And I can see the blood actually gushing out. And well, I wouldn't say gushing, but it was spitting out on actually. And that's a sign of an arterial bleed, which is not great. And it was on this finger. So immediately knew I had to go inside and get a tourniquet on. So I ran inside. My sister was the only person that else was home, and I was like, okay, I need you to call mom and get me to the hospital because I have a really, really bad laceration here. And she says, oh my gosh, what did you do? And at this point, I'm bleeding really, really badly because I haven't gotten the gauze wrapped on. The kitchen is like spotted in my blood. It's right out of like, crime scene investigation show. It's bad. So my mom is like rushes home. I've got the gauze on. I've stopped the bleeding for the most part. We drive as fast as we can, you know, at least 5 over the limit to the hospital. And so I'm sitting there, and she has like a throat thing going on, so she can't stay inside the hospital. So she can't stay. So I'm sitting there all on my own. I'm sitting in the chair like this, and everyone is staring at me as if I've just come out of a war zone. And so then I finally meet with one of the receptionists. We have a look at the wound, and it's honestly, I'm extremely lucky considering I was in a lawnmower, and my hand I was lacerated by a lawnmower blade. So the injury. So this finger here, this finger actually lost a good chunk of flesh. So it's right across here diagonally. I have pictures of this, but I'd rather not show you guys just because it is rather gory, and it's bloody, and I'd have to rate this video as mature, and frankly I don't want to do that to you. You don't need to see that. But this finger did lose a bit of a chunk of flesh across the top. It went through all 3 layers of skin down to a layer of fat. If you don't know, you have 3, I believe, layers of skin. Then you have fat, then you have muscle, and then you get to where your tendons and your bones would be. There's also a minuscule fracture of my bone on this finger. It was minuscule. Doctor promised me that it would heal up in no time. But there is a significant chunk of flesh that's missing from this finger. And he told me that it might look different for the rest of my life. It'll be a great dinner conversation piece. This middle finger here just has a blood blister on it, so that will go away in time. I just have to be careful and not to open that wound. So this This pointer finger here on my right hand, my dominant hand, of course, it's made doing everything very difficult. This guy got pretty much the blunt of the impact. This guy just got cut. So this cut kind of got really cut open. It really got whacked open, I should say, and it actually cut my fingernail slightly. It hurt like hell, of course, and they had to stitch it back together. So just 3 stitches though, and that's it. And there's a liquid bandage on this finger and this finger as well, even after the stitches. Now, at the time I'm recording this, it's already been 2 days since I've been to the hospital, and it already feels like it's healed up pretty well. I haven't had a look at the wound today, but yesterday it looked like there was a lot of skin starting to come back. They put me on antibiotics just to prevent any type of infection or disease, and because it's been a while since I had my tetanus shot, considering I got cut by a lawnmower blade, they gave me a tetanus shot anyway, just as a precaution. Certainly not as painful as I remember when I was a kid, that's for sure. So, of course, having an inoperable right hand that I'm gonna have to baby because of this wound. The upload schedule is definitely going to be, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be any worse than it already is, frankly. What really sucks is that I'm gonna be away at work. So, I'm gonna have to be pinching my pennies, especially if when the overage for the insurance bill comes in. So I'm not going to start a GoFundMe because frankly I don't think it's necessary. I don't even know how to do that anyhow, but yeah. And if you're wondering what I'm sitting in front of, it's just my airsoft collection. If you don't know, I do airsoft. Yeah, can't do that anymore either. It sucks too, because I ordered a bunch of parts and now I can't even work on them. Same with the remote control cars. I've had those a while. But yeah. So if you're wondering why I kind of took a hiatus there, I uploaded like 1 video and then all of a sudden this happens. So, horrible luck. But yeah. I am okay. I'm doing perfectly fine. This should heal up within a month's time, for sure. And I have plenty of songs I can still upload. My left hand is perfectly inoperable, and so is this thumb and this pinky. It's just these 3 fingers that are in a bad way. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. I will be out soon with more music. That I can promise you. Of course, they're going to be few and far between in terms of video scheduling. The next video you should see should be a remix of a Swedish House Mafia song, so expect that within either sometime this week or sometime this weekend. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.